What is going on? We
What's
have
up, people?
we
Here we
have had
are.
some problems all night long. OBS decided to do an update, which has nothing to do with what we're actually talking about on the timer. If you notice, we're talking about updates. That's not what we're talking about. But OBS did an update, jacked up all the settings, and we've been sitting here for an hour trying to fix it.
Yeah. So we apologize. We're kind of
Uh,
launching a little bit late
Yeah, a
here.
lot late. We went live thinking that we had everything ready to go, and then it did another stinking. It didn't update again. It just the settings jacked up again, and so I had to go back and I was fiddling with it for another 30 minutes. So yeah, we're here. We're live.
We're
We're
live.
we're we're back. I'm so damn tired of this shit. I'm about ready to call an end to the show already. That's
Didn't
how
even get
pissed off I was with this shit. I was like, no, I'm done.
deal and done, dude. I mean, yeah, I watched him do it, and I was like, every time he was like trying to do it was like messing it up and thinking like, dude, he this was better than this. It's better than this. So I
Yeah,
mean, like, God,
and
man.
it had something to do with the resolution settings, which we still haven't figured out, by the way, because we still got to
No,
go
that's
in
true.
and do some fiddling with it after we're done with the show. But we wanted to go ahead and get this thing kicked off because we're already running late, and um,
We, we wanted to talk to our
it is a
people.
little cool. I'm better on my heat situation. For those of you who may or may not be concerned or even give a shit, you know, I am, excuse me, I am a little bit better on my heat situation. Got a little more wood cut, got some propane delivered, so we're good there. And if you didn't notice, the name of the show is Paper Planes and More. So right now you're getting the and more dot 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 rant city.
Because this is our new fucking layout. So yeah, this is how we are right here, people. Yeah, yeah,
So the
yeah.
and more could be anything from your mama to Obama. So just just be ready.
Save the mama. Save the llama for your mama.
Oh
Oh
my
my
goodness.
god.
Oh, this is great. I love the show. This is going to be great. We got some new things coming. I'm excited. Uh, I was kind of doing some thinking. Uh,
He was doing
uh,
thinking. We need
I
to
was
watch the
doing some
fuck
thinking.
out.
Well, it's not just that. I was doing thinking about, okay, I haven't really set down and actually said, okay, this is version one. This is like version two of Thunderbolt, Spider, and anything like that. So over the next like week and a half, 2 weeks, I think that's what I'm going to do because I was looking at it yesterday and today at Thunderbolt, and I'm thinking I like this one here, and I'm going to show it to you guys. This is the one that I built slightly different than the other 4 million that I've already built. It's
All
it's
right.
really just a slight fold difference. It's nothing else as far as technology goes, or you know what I'm saying. So I really need to sit down and think like which ones that I want to say are version one, version two, version three, because
And what difference they make.
this one
Yeah.
makes is different, completely different than the other ones that I had made. Um, let's see, where is it at? I've got one in here. I've got one over here. I need to get the line up. We talked about this a million times.
Yeah.
I need to get it
Need to
up.
get the lineup, bro. Need to get that lineup.
I do. I do.
I'm working on modifying my line as a matter of fact because I'm gonna change its
That's
position and I'm gonna change its tension so that it doesn't bow so much anymore.
yeah, that's
So
that's not it. That's that's not it. Dang, now
that's not it.
where the hell did they go? I
Is that
got
not
them.
it?
Do I have them? What box are they in? I got too many damn boxes over here. Oh shit. Oh, it might be in. Oh, it might be. Is it in this?
Even if you had them hanging up on the other thing, you'd probably be able to tell which one is which. So
I shut the. Yeah, you are correct. Yeah, you are correct. I could. I probably could, and I probably should, and I probably would. But oh no, these are all the. Yeah, those are all those. Okay. Um, where the hell did they go? Did I put them? I got so many damn planes now. I don't even know what the hell to do. Ugh. The hell has happened to me?
what is going on here?
I've not even looked up here yet.
He's trying to figure it out, people. He's
I
really
really
trying to get
am.
it.
I really am. I had this prepared, and the damn thing messed me up, and now my concentration's all jacked up, and I was ready to go, and I'm not. So
It
there
just
you go.
kind of bit the bullet. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, that's not it, is it? No, that's not. No, that's that other bullshit. And that's
He's got more than one, people. That's the point. He's got
I
more than one.
do. Like, where the hell did I put them? The
Oh,
hell? This is no. That those are the vipers. Those are the vipers. Those are the
um,
Ekrons. Those are the.
this is gonna be our current like this is gonna be the main like talk show for the future for the near future anyway. I mean, obviously, if you watched weekly, you know we're going to change it up here. So, um,
Yeah, yeah.
expect this, people. Expect this. This is the kind of thing. Like it's going to be a lot of here and there. We're going to try to stay on topic, but there's going to be no topic. I mean, well, I mean, you see this target five right down there, but I'm just saying, like, we get a little off. He's looking for these planes. This you can expect this. We're kind of like, what do you call this? What do you call this? Unscripted. We're
Un,
unscripted. This is a
un,
reality show.
paper airplanes and unscripted. The hell? Sabotage. Russia.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, gotta be Russia.
Gotta be Russia. Sabotaging my shit.
Always freaking screwing around with everything.
See, I told you. As soon as I thinking don't need to look for it, I find it. Dag nabbit, here's one.
All
So you
right, there
see
you
the
go.
difference. So you see the difference.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, obviously, it's like all cleaner up near the nose.
well, it is, and it's also got this versus it being
Yeah.
underneath.
Yes.
So this is the one that I've been building a ton of. Like this is the one that's been there for years. Like
Right.
this is the primary, and I like it. It works. It's great. But I like the look of this one. I'm really liking the look of this one.
I always like the fact that you had that little stuff on top that you could play with if you wanted to. Because
Yeah,
you could
but
put.
it's Thunderbolt. It doesn't really need to have it, on top to play with.
That's true. That's true.
It's and that goes with, the tech talk stuff that we were going to get into, um, which,
That's okay because you could bring it up on here. You could bring it up on here.
yeah,
That's
I
all
mean,
right.
like what I was planning on, and you guys will get a little bit more in depth um, of it, and I got them right here because I went to go grab them. Um, for my tech talk that I was going to do this week, um, that'll probably be out, who knows when, whenever we decide to record and post it.
Sometime in the future.
But these are the stir sticks that most people use for the coffee. Um, this is what I was going to use and go over as far as structure goes and how to increase the rigidity of your leading edge. If you got an issue there, sometimes with the bigger wings, you can lose you can lose structure in it, and they droop down like this. So you can throw one of these in, and it'll hold it in there. You can glue it in, you can tape it in, you could even just fold it in. But that's what I was gonna go go over in more detail on the tech talk. But this plane doesn't really need that, and it doesn't really need these up here. And actually, from what I'm going to be testing, I think these actually are going to cause more resistance and slow this plane down.
Okay, fair enough. However, being Thunderbolt being what it is, you taping that down will not harm it in any way. So you
True,
could foreseeably just like
but then
tape the shit out of it.
I
Yeah.
don't know. So then I don't know how most of you look at resources or anything like that, but I've kind of thought about it lately. Um, and we've talked about it in the past. Like, you don't want to take your most expensive plane and just light it on fire and throw it at the enemy.
Right.
And by most
Right.
expensive,
Obviously,
we
yeah.
mean like time consuming, detailed. Maybe it costs more in materials to build because it's a specific type of paper or tape or whatever. And that being said, like, why would I want to take more materials if the plane is, if it's not going to improve the performance that much, if at all? You know,
Indeed. Yeah.
why would I spend more resources on something like that? And that's kind of where I've started handling and approaching my designs and thoughts on building, because I want them simple enough to where they don't cost me a fortune in materials, and I want them to be like, I don't know what I'm trying to get it out, but I want them to perform at the best that they can be and or
At peak
compete
level.
at the
No, yeah, peak
level
level.
of,
Yeah.
like for Ekron. I mean, Ekron is actually, technically, I could probably get two planes out of one sheet of paper.
Oh, indeed. Okay. Yeah.
And
I can see that. I can see that.
so
Yeah.
so in theory, if I'm getting a plane that performs outperforms all my others and I'm getting two for the price of one, I've just therefore increased my resources. I've gained resources, I should say, instead of spending resources to build
Yeah.
more than one.
Yeah.
So, and we don't really talk about it a ton because yes, it's just paper. Yes, it's just tape. Yes, it's a staple or, you know, or whatever, but you have to replenish those things. Yeah, paper, you can probably get away with not having to buy it, you know,
Most
but
likely. Yeah.
most people are buying it and printing stuff, and the stuff that they printed that they are going to get rid of because they don't need it, they can turn it into a paper airplane. Sure. So that's like a free resource because you already used it for something else, but, and that's basically, that's how I've acquired pretty much all of mine down here. I've got stacks and stacks of paper that was either kids school lessons or, you know, whatever, and then
Right. Right.
and or like news flyers and you know that's that sort of thing. Like, I've got stacks and stacks of paper that are stuff that we printed off for when we were looking at houses and
Old old
that,
paperwork you don't need anymore
yeah,
with old
yeah,
VIN codes.
that type of stuff. So it's like, yeah, paper's there, but you still have to, like, at some point you've kind of got to acquire, like, yeah, sure, Chinese menus don't cost you anything because you could just go to the store, but the only time you're really going to the Chinese store is when you're spending money.
Right.
The
It's
only
true.
time you're
It's
going to
true.
the
Yeah.
restaurant is when you're spending money. So in theory, those menus do cost you money. You got to spend the gas
Indeed.
and the time and the money on the Chinese to just go in there. Now, because if you just walk into their restaurant, I guarantee you they're gonna throw a fit if you walk out with a handful of stuff and don't at least get an egg roll or something. I'm just saying, yeah, that could be the cheapest way. Go in there and buy like one or two spring rolls, maybe an egg roll or something, whatever you like, and then walk out with a stack of menus.
Well, but
Sure.
you can't always use that excuse as you're getting something for work. Like, oh, my workmates want some menus, and they get you some menus. You can get away with
Well,
that.
yeah, you could. You could. I mean, now that, people are, not all working from home again. So, yeah,
Oh
you could
yeah,
say that.
thanks, COVID. Thanks so much.
Yeah, you know. But as far as my updates go, that's really what I'm kind of, looking at is, resources and or, my versions of my planes and I'm just
And kind of describing them too, because you were talking about how you wanted to. We mentioned this a few weeks back. You were saying you got to figure out how you want. Like, do I want it Thunderbolt Mark One or Type Two or whatever it is, right?
yeah,
How you want to
true.
name it was also.
Yeah, and I need to go through and I think I want to name them all. I don't know if I want to name them all the same and give them all the same name. Like all Mach 1. Like each version is called a Mach 1
Yeah,
or Mach
yeah.
2 or whatever.
Hey, I can't blame you. I don't think I would do that either. No,
I
shit, I
don't know
haven't
if I
done
want
that.
to do that.
So
Yeah, I know you haven't. And holy crap, I just saw something else that needs to be fixed on the screen, so I'm gonna fix it because holy crap, it's driving me nuts. And I
I
just
was
caught
wondering
the
how long
I
you was
just
going to
caught
see
it.
that one.
I just caught it, and see, it's just small. That's the type of stuff that we were dealing with. The screen sizing and all that other crap. It's just
Yeah, the
bare.
scaling
It
just
just the
went
scaling
crazy,
got
people.
jacked up. So there, I had to fix that. Drove me nuts. I just caught it, and it was driving me nuts. Um,
It did look like we had a weird shading going on up there,
yeah, it's
yeah, like
not
right around
perfect.
there.
It's
Yeah.
still not centered the way it should be, and the screens are still jacked up, and the wording is all stretched out a little bit, but
But the
it,
wording looks cool like that, though.
it's not terrible. Yeah, it's not terrible. Um, but yeah, it's just been a nightmare.
And that part of that was the updates we were trying to tell you about was
Yeah,
also like for the channel.
OBS
It's like
forced OBS forced an update to be able to stream on Twitch. So for those of you who stream on Twitch with OBS, you know that they just pushed an update. You had to have the OBS updated by the end of February, and I was gonna wait and not do it today and do it over the weekend. But I was like, no, I got time. I had time before we started. It was a quick update, and it jacked everything up. And I've learned. This isn't the first time that OBS has done an update and it's jacked crap up.
this is so true. Yeah, this is not.
It's
Yeah.
not the first time. I should have known to just wait. And from now on, if I see another update like that, I'm gonna wait until after we do our thing to make the update and then fix whatever they jack up again because they always do it. And I'm tired of it. I'm just done. I like OBS. Don't get me wrong. OBS is probably one of the best things that, technology has provided us. Like as far as streaming goes, because this is free, it's open sourced, and like you can do so much with it. But they keep
Indeed.
pushing
No. Yeah.
updates
Right.
that like are just they don't think it through. Like I
I would
understand that it's
expect.
free, and I'm not
I
complaining
would
about
expect
it being
everybody.
like I understand updates are necessary. I'm not arguing with updates aren't necessary. I'm saying that if you're gonna push an update, at least plan it out and make sure that you have tested whether or not it's gonna fuck up settings.
However, it would be nice if like updates were like prices. Occasionally, it'd be nice if like they went down. Like why has everyone got to be bigger progressively than the last one? Could you make one smaller? I mean, what the fuck? Every one of them takes up space for crying out loud.
Yeah, the file sizes are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and shit, I'm not buying new hard drives just to keep up. I mean, I've got to.
Yeah, we've already done that.
Speaking of that, I'm going to be, I won't say soon, but I will be getting a 3D printer at least. Um, so there will be some things that are going to be 3D printed that I'm going to try out, which is a new realm for us.
Yeah, but what are we
I,
gonna
I,
do with this?
I don't know, but I have some ideas, and I don't want to spoil it. I don't. But 3D printed stuff soon. I don't know how it's gonna work because obviously I haven't tested it out.
Okay, okay.
I don't want to drop anything on the show because I haven't 100% decided on whether or not I'm gonna go with that particular item that I print and do it that particular way.
Okay, okay.
I just I haven't made up my mind yet, but I have ideas. I've been researching 3D printers, resin and FDM for a little while, and I'm gonna get both types um, because I like what they can each provide. They each provide something a little different. Um, so I may try the same thing in both and see which one works better.
Fair enough. And
Um,
tell us the result.
whether it's tech or if it's hybrid, I'll leave it at that.
I
So
yeah. Okay,
I
okay.
definitely planned on like tech wise, um, seeing if tech items could be 3D printed and placed within on a plane. Um, but a hybrid plane is kind of what I'm leaning towards.
I mean,
Um,
I would understand that's actually probably what it would be. What we would see out of something like that. Yes, I could expect that.
yeah, because I'm not gonna 3D print the whole airplane because then it's not paper. It's filament and resin, so I mean it's not.
Yeah.
It's more plastic. Because that's all the filament is usually just plastic. But parts of the plane 3D printed. So
Indeed. Okay.
so it's gonna be like I've got ideas. I think it will be really neat. It probably will take a lot of work, but
I would imagine so. Yes.
but I'm wondering if we can improve the longevity of the planes.
I don't see why not. I mean, something like that would be uh impervious to most.
Maybe, maybe not. I mean, if you think of a 3D printed nose, I mean, it takes an impact. I mean, resin and plastic don't really take a good beating when they hit concrete.
No, but I was thinking more in terms of you can make a full on skeletal structure and then wrap paper around it. Instead of like you had brought me the idea when you said the stir sticks. I was dealing with the stir sticks, and then like,
Oh, see,
oh, something
yeah,
like that. You can have
like
a full,
you
yeah,
could, yeah, yeah. See, there's that idea. You could 3D print the frame of the plane, and it wouldn't honestly take much at all because you want it to be thin, so you would only have to do a couple of layers,
yeah, most
sand it,
likely,
sand it down,
yeah, yeah,
and then insert it within the plane.
yep, exactly. Yeah, that's kind of yeah, exactly what I was thinking of.
Interesting, interesting, interesting.
Yeah, just goes right into the pockets. You put the rest of it on there. Install it. Yeah.
Interesting. That I haven't thought of that yet. I was thinking of other parts and things that I was like,
Oh
oh,
yeah, no, I got that too, but I was like, I can see where that would go. So,
but that was kind of my thought behind it. So, um, yeah.
but
So
that's why
that's
we do the shows, people, is to run the idea out there. Everybody's got
yeah,
something different.
yeah. So I mean, you got any other updates?
Well, other than like, if you guys are keeping out on the channel to see what we're getting on, well, you're going to see some of these in the very near future. So, and including this one, as you see our new title and stuff, though. But that's that's all coming out, people. Just he's working, I'm working. because we can't fly too much.
Oh, we ain't flying.
We
It was
ain't
snowing
flying.
again. It was snowing again today. I don't know about you, but it was snowing again today.
It's still snowing now.
Oh well, it probably is still snowing now. I haven't looked outside. It was snowing when I got home,
Yeah.
like an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
home
yeah,
two
I
hours
know.
ago, so yeah, it was snowing then.
It was fucking snowing. We are on our way, guys. We are on our way to having that snow
And,
plane fly.
and we just got 2 feet of snow earlier in the week.
Oh, we
It
got
was
it in.
we got dumped on like earlier in the week, Monday
Yeah,
and Tuesday.
I don't get no damn snow because it's me and Mother Nature don't get the fuck along.
Yeah, I mean, we got dumped on. I mean, it was so that and that was the first, that was the second big snow that we've gotten. So we got one in December, and then we got this one, and so like that's pretty much all the snow that's even shown up on the ground. Honestly, we've had a few like 1 inch, 2 inch little
Well,
here and
before
there.
we had the sleet 2 days ago, the ground was clear again.
Oh yeah, our ground hasn't been clear since it snowed the foot and a half in December.
So, I mean, man, Mother Nature, like the thing is, I mean, I can't fly on it because we've had the warm temperatures and like it almost got to 50 when was it, Wednesday, Thursday? It was like
What?
49 degrees.
Man, ours
It was
wasn't that warm.
49 It was 49 degrees here. I mean, it was like,
Damn.
dude, that's what got rid of all of our snow. All 3 inches of it
No,
that we had before that time.
ours barely got into the it might have broke 40.
Oh, yeah. We didn't have that problem. Like I
Damn.
said, we almost got to 50. So everything was wet, so I couldn't fly that day. And even to top it off, that day was like windy as all hell.
Man, I need to move back down.
Figures.
I need to move back down south. And by south, I mean Milwaukee because man, I'm freezing my ass off up here. Like this is, I mean, it's below zero right now, or it was earlier today.
Yeah, no, we didn't have like I think it's like it was 18 when I was driving home. So I imagine
Oh,
it's
okay,
been a
yeah,
little over today, but
yeah. When I was coming home earlier, it was like single digit wind chills with like 16 degrees.
so
Yeah,
kind of using that as a segue and talking about
because
how it was last week. Which one of y'all is able to fly? Because we sure as hell ain't.
yeah,
I mean, we can't fucking fly. I mean, every time we try to do something along those lines about flying, this is what happens: is we don't get to fly. We like, I mean, mention it time and time again, and we love seeing the videos because we can't do it. It is a great time to get ideas out and across and builds and the tech, which is why we feature that stuff. But I mean, that's all we've got, to fly. So, people, hey, y'all got some flights out there for us. I mean, Robert mentioned last week after something like that. He's like, I ain't got a chance to get out there too as much. Um, he does have a new design. He actually showed, like I said, he showcased that. I can. Well, I don't know if I'm allowed to showcase that on the show, so I won't do it. But if I get a chance to ask him, I'll say like, hey, do you want that on here? Or is he on? Is he on?
oh, I don't know. I don't have the chat up.
Oh, do it. Looking, yeah, look, yep. So I know. I mean, chances are probably at work, so I didn't figure he'd probably end up being in. But like, he might at least pop in and say, "Hey." So I didn't know. Um, but yeah, like God, if any of you guys are like having some flights, I mean, I know some of our affiliates are and stuff like that. So I'll live vicariously through them when they have better weather for it. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind we don't mind the snow. The planes can fly in the snow. It's the
It's
wind
the
that accompanies the snow, and
Oh
then
yeah,
like
and we had, what day was it? I don't remember what day it was. Was it Monday as well? Was it another day? We had like 40, 50 mile an hour winds. Did you have those too?
yeah, we had those. Yep.
Man, that was brutal.
I find it funny because that was the day we had those winds, and like my grill moved on the deck, and like we had like the same kind of winds. I don't know, about a couple months back where like trees came down and shit, and I mean, seriously, it was still wintertime. I don't remember what that was, but we had gusts stronger than supposedly the gusts that we, because there were wind warnings and stuff. And you heard it all night. It sounded vicious. The grill didn't even move, but this time the grill moved. I'm like, what the hell is going on? These winds were not as strong as the last time, and the grill moved. And like, I had to go and move everything around because I'm like, I'm not going to have my grill come through my window thanks to this wind. So I'm just using the example, but it's like, damn it, man. That's not fair. Like, so the times we actually can't get out, we're not allowed to get out. So, guys, fly for us because we can't fly. Not fucking fair. All these cool ass ideas, shit. All these cool ass ideas we're supposed to have, and like this tech we could try out and everything like that. And guess what? Can't do it. Guess why? Because it's too windy. Man, sometimes the planes suck, people. Sometimes the planes suck. So if some of you guys out there, like get some spiders airborne or something like that, or get some Ekrons airborne for us, wait,
Yeah,
whatever's got the how to builds on there. Um, I gotta put some how to builds up there myself, but
yeah.
yeah,
I gotta get working on my stuff.
yeah. You got updates to do and shit. Like, I mean, I do too, but yeah, yours are. You wanted to make. You got to make a scene about it, right? Yeah, you got yours are supposed to be so.
Yeah, mine got I got a lot to work on. Yeah, I got
but it
lots to
really,
work on.
but it's really a template kind of situation, though, right? I mean, it's not. It's the same thing. Once you get a template down, it's like working on your heat. Once you got it down, then it's easy to kind of manipulate the small things later on.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for me for that, I just got to get more wood cut because I ran
Right.
out, and that's really
Right.
where I'm at. And
But that's
holy
the whole thing. I
cow,
mean, once you have a supply of wood, then everything's hunky dory.
but
So
how do people afford propane up here, man? I don't understand it.
I don't know. I
Fuck, man.
Well, how often are you gonna have to fill it? Don't you have a large tank or?
I have a 500-gallon tank, and no, it is not large compared to what I would need, and or how many times it would need filled if I was running strictly propane.
Okay, that's okay.
I'd probably have to have it filled at least once a month, maybe twice,
Well, damn.
and that's $1,000 a pop. I don't understand how people afford it up here. I don't. You guys make more money than I do? Holy cow! Like
Well,
they can't have a big as they can't be heating as much space as I'm trying to heat. That's got to be
well,
what it is.
yeah. It's got to be something. It's got to be something exactly like your wood situation. Everybody's trying to find a way out, like or electric heaters placed in convenient locations or some shit like that. So
Yeah, but some of these people that are buying propane, they're like, yeah, man, I go through 3 tanks. I'm like, do you even know what that costs you? Like, are you even calculating it out for how many months we're in cold weather? Like, it's not even a full year. So if you're spending 3 grand and it's 10 months, I mean, like that shit don't make sense. Like the math on that,
it's mind-boggling.
it's which is what I thought. It's like right around $300 a month on top of your electric bill.
Well,
Because you
yeah.
still have to run the electric to force the heat in. You're still like, yeah, you're using other things besides the heater, the the unit, but I calculate my electricity and my heating bill like kind of all into one because it's either
Okay, right, right.
because either in the winter in the summertime you're running AC, so that's pulling electric, like that's the
Oh, yeah, no,
electricity.
no,
So
that's only natural. Everybody does that. Yeah.
so so in the wintertime, like if I'm not using wood, then propane counts towards my electric bill because it's that's what's heating my house. Like that's the way I'm
Okay.
looking at it. So it's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's freaking astronomical because five
You're not
hundred
alone
dollars a
in it,
month.
bro.
So $500 a month to heat my house and run my electric is outrageous.
I agree. I
I,
agree.
I don't know how people do it. I don't know because I don't make that kind of money. I got money, but I ain't got that kind of money. Like they just out their mind. I don't know. I don't know what they do.
It's it's got to be it's got to be something. Like it's got to be something along the lines of a fight. Like a fight between your electric and your gas. I'm not gonna pretend I know exactly how it's working for that kind of situation, but hopefully you've got your balance now, though. I
I do.
mean,
I'm gonna be fucking cutting a lot of wood during the summertime, but that's just neither here nor there. I know how much wood I need now. That's the thing. I was under the anticipation of what I thought I had versus what I actually needed. Like I
okay.
didn't realize how much wood I would need, how much wood it actually takes to heat the house, and how much I actually had on hand when I started the winter. Otherwise, I would have been cutting all summer long, not knowing that I didn't have enough wood,
Yeah, yeah.
and I wouldn't have been wasting some of it in the fireplace and having bonfires in the backyard. Because even if I didn't do that stuff this year, I still wouldn't have had enough. I would have maybe gotten an extra week, maybe 2 weeks out of, which is a lot, but I honestly don't even think I burned that much wood because I only had
It
like
just
maybe two or three fires in the backyard. I had one in the front yard that I did, and then I had probably two or three fires in the fireplace, and that was it.
Well, I'm sure it probably never seemed like a lot either. I mean, not when you're doing it, of course, and you're like, oh, I'm not going to need this later on. But you get to that point, and you're like, oh shit, I need it.
Yeah, like it was a different scenario. But yeah,
Well,
I mean,
yeah, you just got to got to just ride out the winter, and then you'll be okay. Like we probably could have predicted this was going to happen, just because you knew. Well, I mean, okay, not before you got there, but once you got there and realized that he like, what you were left with and what he left you with, because you didn't have the wood, and it's like, oh shit, this is going to be.
well, and that's the thing. Like the way, and he didn't do it intentionally, and I because I'm not blaming the previous owner. Um, he made it seem like he had the wood burner for the entire time that he had the house,
Yeah.
and that was not the case. He had the wood burner for about 3 years, roughly, and then he only had it hooked up the last like year and a half, and he burned through a ton of wood, and I didn't know it.
And you didn't know it.
I, I didn't. I just did not
Okay.
realize it because we knew the house
You
was
didn't
60.
realize how much
We
wood
knew
it
the house.
was.
Well, yeah, and I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know. And the other thing is, finding out now, he bought a smaller unit, a smaller wood burning unit. He bought a smaller one than what the house actually needs. So I found that out
Okay.
too. So
Yeah.
I am having to fill it up more often. Doesn't mean I'm using more wood. I mean, in theory, I might use more wood, but honestly, it's just I have to fill it up more often because it's a smaller wood burner. Um, so I don't think I'm, losing out as far as, oh, I have to fill it up more, so I'm using more wood. No, I just wouldn't have to fill it up as often. If I had a bigger one, I could fill it up maybe twice a day
Yeah.
instead of 4 times a day
Yeah.
with the same amount of wood. and probably a few bigger pieces than what I actually am able to fit in there, so it would last maybe a little bit longer if that's the case. But either way, it's not that big of a deal um, because I can always upgrade. Um, but yeah, so there's
Yeah,
that.
there's that.
And spring is coming, so I mean it's coming hopefully sooner than later. I'm it's supposed to be in the 20s and 30s coming up in the next like week and a half. Like
Well, that'll be
basically
better.
the
Yeah, that'll definitely be
basically
better.
the
Yeah.
well, even this Saturday is supposed to be in the 30s. So yes, it's gonna definitely feel warmer because I've been feeling when it does get into the 30s, even in the 20s, I'm like, man, it's feeling nice outside, and I freaking hate it. Because I'm like, ooh, I don't necessarily. I can just wear my light jacket or a hoodie. I don't even have to wear my winter coat because
Wait a
I'm
minute.
not.
What the hell am I talking about?
I'm like, wait a minute, it's only 25 degrees outside. Why am I not bundled up like I'm cold? Because I'm not.
Oh man,
Because I've been freezing my butt off at 20, 30, 40 below.
it's just an adaptation, bro. It's
It
just an
is, and I
adaptation.
didn't think I was gonna adapt that quick though. I mean, granted, I have been up here before, but still, that doesn't mean that I actually am adjusted to this stinking weather.
No, yeah, no, of course not. But it doesn't take long. I mean, again, when you got to bundle up for the zeros, or the single digits or whatever it is, again, like that 20 and 30s, man, it feels like a heat wave.
It did, and it has. I'm just trying to find some shit here. Yeah. Okay. So I got that. I got that.
Shower.
On
Give me a
home.
break.
On home.
What do you got in front of you now? What are you talking about? What's
No,
going
I'm
on?
just trying to. I gotta run some. I gotta run some cables, so I'm just looking for some shit.
Oh,
I got my punch downs, and I got this cheesy little punch down that came with the kit. This
oh,
little this little thing, and then I got the high tech one that that I got from Fluke,
Yuck.
and this one that one came from a good old place I like to call Government.
The government should continue funding your projects. That's all I got to say.
And yes, that's why I'm NASA Systems, NASA Aero Systems, because
What
the
the hell?
government, because the government. Oh, and then I got my compass,
What crippers?
my compass, and my RJ45 and RJ11. Uh, I don't even know what you call these. What is that? What are these technically called? Besides crimpers, I mean, are they really crimpers?
Besides crippers? Splicers?
Well, they do splice, they do cut and splice and
It's a
script.
multi-tool.
It is a multi-tool, but it's not like a multi-tool.
Right. Yeah.
It's not like a real multi-tool. Like I can't flip it open and think. But no, it does crimp down the RJ45s and the RJ11s. But I'm running RJ45, so it don't matter. I got those right here.
Oh,
Got a bag of those. Got my wall plate right here. I got my wall plate right here. So I got that. I got the box. Crap, I got the box over there. I gotta go run the box. So yeah.
you got it. You, my friend, have got to get us those videos. I think the public is actually anticipating some videos.
Oh, and I got the insert for the box.
The internal box.
No, yeah, the insert for
Yeah.
the, not the tip for the RJ45, but what you put the RJ45 into. The insert.
Into. Right. 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 Right.
Yeah,
Right.
insert. Insert. Yep.
Uh,
Yep. I got that because I need that. Some more face plates. I got more face plates.
I need
So
that.
Yep, I need that. So yeah, there's that. I'm good. Oh damn,
Here I thought you was at
long
the other.
that's a long flat head. I need to put that back down in my toolbox. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't think I have anything else.
No, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we got everything covered. Everybody's up to date. Um,
And I guess we'll have to get at work on getting an intro, an outro, or whatever you want to call it.
yeah,
We'll
we
have
don't
to
really
work
have
on.
one for this particular show. We're working on it, people. We're working on it. We don't have it yet.
Yeah, and I gotta
Bear with
fix
us.
this stinking stream because I can still see this jacked up. It's driving me nuts, and I'm about to lose my mind on it.
Yeah,
But
well,
yeah,
well, people are used to us now being, in flux and everything. So, changing is the changing is the pattern, like the word and era of the day here at the IFPAC channel. Just stick with us, people, with some new and exciting times for 222, and hopefully the fucking Russians will back the fuck off. Yeah,
yeah. And with that,
yeah, yeah. But yeah, in the meantime, guys, thanks for coming out. This was fun. This was good. This was hot. Um,
yeah.
yeah.
How are we ending the show?
I don't know. How are we ending this show? What we gonna say? Wait, holy shit, dude! Is that KIA up there? Dalton, is that you? What's up, man? When did he pop in and say hello, peeps?
Oh, I didn't even.
I, I
I
didn't notice it because it was above the privacy thing. I was like, holy shit!
I did not. I did not check.
Damn.
I need to.
I'm
Let me.
sorry, I totally missed that. Welcome to KIA. KIA
Oh,
is actually peeping in. He's probably at work. I'm going to assume. Yeah, there he is. I'm assuming you're at work, big guy, or else you'd probably try to sneak in onto the show. Um, yeah, sorry, we kind of like we've been changing the thing, and these are some of the changes I was going to talk to him about too. See, we're about to get off, and then he pops up in there. Okay, so maybe he wasn't on too long, but yeah, see, um, we gotta get you involved, bro. Dude, speaking of that, Mark, is there a way where we got room for a third if we do a three way here in this?
I mean, I gotta fix everything. So yeah, we can figure out where. Yeah, just go
So
the last 15 minutes. Yeah, but
yeah,
yeah, we got.
okay,
Yeah, no, we. I got room. I can figure it out. We can make. We can make three. We can move pictures around. We can. Move the logo. Whatever we gotta do, we can make it work.
we
Um,
can make it work. All right.
change canvas size apparently because that's a thing, and jack everything up. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? But dude, yeah, great to see you in here. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, great that you could pop in. Um, and you and I will definitely talk about getting together so we can do this crap, especially this weekend. Hopefully, you got some time this weekend. We could do something. Um, I see that. Well, I mean, that's still your old image, isn't it? So, but like, if does this kind of mean your channel's like up and ready to go? Can we do something? I'll be looking forward to working with you on that one. But I don't know how we're outroing this yet. That's something we have to work on. So bear with us as we try to figure out. Like, I mean, still want you to keep them flying, but I mean, this is paper airplanes and more. What do you just want to say? Yo, Earth, and leave it?
Word.